Hi, I'm Greg Mertz. We're on another episode of On Greg's Trail. This is a loose collection of field natural history topics. Today's is on field plants. The goats just happen to be honing in on the issue today. We're going to be looking at the typical herbs that you find along a waste area, a meadow, perhaps an edge, before you enter into a woodland area. And we're just going to walk around and look at some of the common plants in those areas. Actually, right in the goat's pen here, there's a couple that are of interest. This one surprises me. I'm gonna pick this and hold it up. It's a very broad plant that has very strong veins on the back. They're kind of straight parallel veins. This is something called broad plantain, and or common plantain. And this particular plant is very, very edible. So it surprises me to see a big collection of it here on the ground where the goats live. You would expect the goats to eat this right down to the ground. And I will say, in picking this leaf, I got it's very tough. It's tougher than the usual. It's usually more tender than this. But broad plantain is an edible plant for them. It's also an edible plant for people. And I think we're going to leave the goat's pen and take a walk out along the Wildlife Center's front yard. We do not mow our front yard. We believe mowing is a bad thing to do for the environment. The amount of oxygen and the amount of soil enrichment that is provided by leaving yards just sort of grow without a lot of chemicals, without a lot of tendering. It allows for a healthier wildlife ecosystem. And we're going to try to get out of here without the goats following us. I think we're going to walk right straight across our driveway, and we're going to...
They can come.
They can come? Okay, we'll let the goats come with us. One of the most common plants this time of year, this is mid-July, one of the most common plants this time of year that we're going to find in a field area is Queen Anne's lace, also known as wild carrot. And this is a fascinating plant. It's a very, very common one. It's really just an escaped carrot. It's the cultivated carrot that has gone wild. And the roots of these are edible on the second year. These are a biennial herb, which means they live for 2 years, they die, and it's on the second year of growth that the carrot is actually edible. I'm going to try to reach down and pull this up. These roots are very tough, very deeply rooted. Well, I got up a little, and you can see it is carrot-like. It is very stringy, it's very tough, but if you actually scrape off the covering and smell it, it smells just like a carrot. If you eat it, it's very tough. It still has the carrot flavor though. All right, right next to the Queen Anne's lace is another very common field plant, and this is a plant called Tansy. This one is not edible, but it is very, very flavorful. If you take the leaves of this one, crinkle it up, and smell it, it's got a very sweet herbal scent to it, and is often used, this plant is often used as the flavoring in some of the herbal shampoos. So it's a flavor that's familiar. If you take herbal shampoo, open it up, put it in your hand and smell it, it has a scent very, very similar to the tansy. The tansy itself, though, is not edible. The seeds, you can see these little flowers on the top, don't really have a petal. They don't have a big expansive petal. They're just the center umbral of the plant, and that's where the seeds come from. Those seeds are probably edible to some of the field rodents and that sort. Right next to us, we have blackberries. We'll talk about that on our next episode of On Greg's Trail. Thank you for watching.